Hey, Kowalski here, and welcome back to another video. Now, as a quick disclaimer before the video, this video only contains the highlights and the most important moments of the games that led to mistakes or that led to wins or losses. And if you want a more in-depth analysis move by move, you can check out other channels that are doing that. I'm just gonna cover some highlights of the games. Now, in this video, I'm gonna cover Ding against Rapport, and let's see what happened. Now, Rapport is looking for a win. He said that he's gonna try to win every single game. Let's see if he's able to do it in an open Spanish against Ding Liren. Now you already can see from the results that he didn't do it, but how exactly did he lose the game? Now we have a very provocative line here with bishop g5 inviting the move h6 and the expansion with g5, and the thing is, right, the players are pretty much just shuffling pieces. The thing is, this has been played before, but now now Rapport deviates with knight bd2. This has never been played before. This is like the first pretty important moment, and now this invites the move g5, of course bishop back, knight h5, now looking for the bishop, but simply the move a3. You don't really want to take the bishop here after g3, and white's position is fine. This position is very bad anyway. So we have rook b8, and still no trades, and now the move b4, knight back to c6, and still no trades. But now Rapport goes for an original idea, although it's pretty inaccurate. The move bishop d5. He's looking for a trade, and now Ding goes g4, and after the move bishop h4, now counterattacking the queen, you of course have to defend knight back to e7. But now the move knight g1, and as you can see, Rapport's position is looking pretty clamped down. So let's see if Ding can take advantage of that. Now Rapport decides to sacrifice a pawn here, a whole pawn, and he's gonna try to do that because he wants to get his pieces back into the game. And now, for example, if you take another pawn, now you're just simply losing. Bishop c6 check, and after a move like bishop d7, you take the bishop, queen takes, and now queen c2 traps the rook. You have to go to d4 and to give it up. So that's why after knight d2, Ding just goes back, and the position is now equal again. We have f4 by Rapport, and now f6, just guarding everything. And here Rapport decides to take the pawn, and now play the move knight to g3, and here Ding decides to trade. And we have this following position here, in which Rapport's bishop are staring down this king, and we have an open semi-open f-file. Rook f8 defending, and here Rapport decides to grab a pawn. But this was not the most accurate pawn grab of all. Now you're forced to pretty much more passive position, but Rapport here finds this awesome solution with bishop f7 with check. Now you cannot take the bishop, as bishop e5 would win the queen for white. So we have king d7, and now rook d1, and here an amazing idea by Ding after bishop b3, just goes back with the rook, and here Rapport just sacks a knight. And somehow the position is still in the balance here. You could repeat moves, but Rapport wants to win, so he sacks a knight, and now bishop takes e4, and here rook c6, and now just bishop a4, trying to win the exchange back, but it's actually two pieces for a rook. That's the balance in the position. b5 attacking the knight, and still somehow the position is in the balance, but Rapport is slowly losing his grip on the position, and Ding grabs a pawn, and after this move, Ding grabs another pawn here. The thing is, the move rook c3 is a mistake, because here apparently you had to play the move bishop e7. That was like the only move, because after queen takes, now you can go queen takes d3, and apparently after a move like king b6, this is the configuration that you want to have, like this. But Rapport didn't find that, and now rook c3, now just attacking the knight, but Ding grabs another pawn, and simply this endgame is losing. Although it's opposite colored bishops here, it's still losing because the king is too far away, and now the pawn is just going to be rolling, and the bishop is just going to activate and win the pawn. And here Ding plays some very nice moves here. Fun fact, I was looking at the at the live stream and at the live position, and I was like going, oh, why can't you just do that? Well, and then I just realized that now this is losing. So Rapport tries an active approach, but that's also losing, and here he resigns because it doesn't make sense to play on. Black's gonna get the bishop, and the other bishop is guarding this pawns nicely. You're just gonna win the pawn and win the game. So that was the game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. A quick look at the standings. With this win, Ding joins the second place. Fabiano Caruana and Hikaru Nakamura tied 1.5 points behind Nepo. It's a pretty big gap, but they might be able to close in on him tomorrow. So stay tuned for that match. See you in the next one. Kowalski out.